Hello sisters and welcome. Welcome to Mary Magdalene Summit. And I'm just going to allow everybody to arrive. We have 200 sacred women joining, and this will be available for replay for those that couldn't make it in time worldwide. So I will just allow everybody to arrive. Welcome sisters, welcome, welcome. And so while we wait, I'll get you to get your space comfortable, set up your sacred space. So you may like to, while we wait for some beautiful sisters to arrive, you may like to light a candle, burn an incense, start to really feel, invoking Mary Magdalene, bringing in this sacred, beautiful energy. Maybe lowering the shades, making sure you're not going to be disturbed for the next hour as we drop into a very special sacred space. Feeling these ancient energies coming in. So my sisters, so welcome to this beautiful summit. And I really have been feeling and being called to hold a circle for Mary Magdalene and start to awaken these ancient templates coming through that have always been here, these ancient codings, to start to transmit them so they become alive in you and they're reactivated. They're already lying in your DNA. They're already within you, these ancient codings or these ancient priestess codings, the knowledge of the sacred feminine and the movement we're seeing now of the feminine rising globally happening right now. And I know a lot of women are feeling this ancient energy or these callings. So my sisters, I'm going to start, and this will be available for replay for all the sisters. And as we join in ceremony, everybody that will listen to the replay is already in the conscious collective of this group. They're already here and anchored in this sacred ceremony, in this sacred circle. So let's all take a deep breath in here. So breathing in, take a deep breath into the body. And releasing. Let's take a deep breath in, breathing into the body. And releasing. And my beautiful sisters, one last time, breathing deep into the belly. And releasing. Just starting to get our bodies relaxed, getting our bodies ready for this transmission. This transmission is for you to feel these codings, this energy within your body, within your womb, within your heart and your spirit. And sisters, I invite you to place one hand on your heart and one hand on your womb. As you do, I invite you to drop into the portal of your heart and notice how your heart is feeling right now. The sensations going on in the heart, the emotions, the feelings. Just a touch base, feeling into this space. Let's all take a deep breath in here, breathing in and releasing. Breathing into your heart and releasing. And now, focus your attention now down into your womb and your yoni. I'd like you to place your hands on your womb and your yoni. This creatress, this life force, this ancient, intuitive part of you. And notice, just tuning in, noticing the sensations and the feelings, the emotions. What's going on here in your womb, dropping in to this sacred part of you. Feeling deeply, sisters, feeling everything that is coming up and arising in the womb. Allow and invite it. Invite it in. Let's breathe into the womb now, taking a sacred breath in. Bringing the breath into the womb and the yoni. And on the exhalation, just releasing any tension, any stress. Releasing the mind. Allowing yourself to drop into embodiment. Drop back in to our bodies. This sacred portal, this pleasure center. Let's all take a deep breath now into the womb and the yoni. Taking a deep breath in, breathe it down into the womb and yoni. And on the exhalation, releasing any stress, any tension. Just staying here with the yoni and the womb, staying here just for a second, a minute. I want you to give some love to this area. Feel the heart space. Feel the love, the heart coming through your palms or your fingertips and reaching in and touching into this sacred part of you, into your womb, your holy chalice. Opening her up to receive the ancient codings or awaken the dormant parts of you, to awaken your feminine, to awaken the most ancient part of you. My sisters, staying in this energy, I invite you to just close your eyes now and just listening to me. I'm going to open the circle here. And for the women that will be listening to the replay, you are already involved in the circle. You're already here. And for the sisters listening right now. So I'd like you to imagine and feel and sense a white light coming from the cosmos, the white light of Isis, cascading down from the cosmos around our circle, around this circle around the globe, to each and every priestess here, around your energetic body, your aura, your heart, your spirit, your womb, your power. And allowing this white light now to go down into the core of the earth. Anchor it in, sisters. Really feel this energy. Protecting this circle. My My sisters, I will do an ancient Egyptian prayer of protection for us in the name of love and light and in the name of our absolute divine truth. We now banish all elemental attachments, negative thought forms, evil demonic energies, psychic vampires and parasitic entities which may be attached to us. All energies not of the light be gone now from our auras, our energy field, our light bodies. May this be taking place now. In the name of love and light and in the name of our absolute divine truth, so be it. Through the mother, the goddess of all light in her Egyptian form as Mati, all love and all light and all truth now to us. All love and all light and all truth now to us. All love and all light and all truth now to us. Just feel this white light protecting you in your sacred space, in your temple right now, wherever you are. Protecting us in our right. Calling in the elemental world. So sisters, feeling this transmission and maybe calling in your connection to the elemental world. So calling in Mother Earth, home to north. Come and guard this place that outside of time in the realms of your eternal magic. May you aid us and bid us in our ride. I want you to connect to your earth, your land, your mother. Bring her through. Bringing through that beauty of nature. In the ways of Goddess Isis. She is the protector of Mother Earth, and as priestesses we are the keepers of the earth. Really connecting, sisters, to your earth, your mother. And calling in now Mother Water, your connection to water, that sensual, beautiful energy of water. Call her in. Mother Water, home to west, come and guard this place that outside of time in the realms of your eternal magic. May you aid us and bid us in our right. Bringing in, calling in your connection to the ocean, to the waterfalls, to the rain. Feel her, bring her, call her in, sisters. Calling in Father Fire, home to south. Come and guard this place that outside of time and aid us and bid us in our right. I'd like you to, and I invite you to call in the light, the Christ consciousness, illuminating, shining the light on any dark. And feel the light codes coming in, shining on your energetic field, your spirit, your heart, your soul. And sisters, calling in Mother Air, home to east. Come and guard us and protect us in our right, in the realms of your sacred, eternal world. Calling in the ancient ones, the winged ones, the sacred breath of life, and call in your connection, the wisdom of air in this space. Let's all take a deep breath here. And releasing and connecting into the ether. Calling in now the gatekeepers of the void, the mysteries, the everything and the nothingness, and everything and the spaces in between, the everything, the eternal world of where we were born and where we came from, the abyss. Dropping into that space for you, of the void. Drop deep, sisters, drop in as deep as you can go. I'm feeling the safety, feeling the everything, feeling divinely protected here in this space of embodiment of the void. And raising our hands to the skies, calling in Lady and Lord God and Goddess, Isis and Osiris, Mary Magdalene and Yeshua, for all that is. In the realms of your eternal magic, may you aid us and bid us in our right. And I want you to feel the energies of Isis, the energies of her twin flame, her counterpart husband, Osiris. Feeling these ancient energies, the God and Goddess. It's not that you're trying to feel for anything, just allow the energies to come through in this space. Beautiful sisters, I can feel you. It's popping one by one. Dropping this, anchoring this light of the God and Goddess, anchoring it into the earth, anchoring it through your channels, through your divine being, your humanness, your womanliness, calling in the Lady of the Hour, Mary Magdalene, and her twin flame, her beautiful husband, Yeshua. Call in now these energies and your connection to Mary Magdalene. Beautiful sisters, feel this now. And I invite you now to feel Mary Magdalene, or the rose code frequencies, the Venetian codes, the love code frequencies of Mary Magdalene. I invite you to bring this rose energy through your crown, your third eye, your throat, and drop it in, sisters, to the heart. Allow this alchemy elixir to drop like sweet honey nectar in your heart space. Allow your heart to become the rose. Allow it to open and drink this beautiful nectar of love. Feeling Mary Magdalene, the Lady of Grace, the Lady of Compassion, the Lady of Embodiment, the Lady of Love. I want you to receive Mary Magdalene in your heart right now, and just notice what your heart needs right now, and allow her to gift you this, to touch your heart, to open the space of your heart. Opening your heart like a chalice, and allow her to pour in this liquid love into your heart now. And all individual sisters, you will need, everybody will need different things. You'll be all walking a different path. We all walk the same path, but we all have different initiations, different soul initiations. And whatever you're going through at the moment, right now in your life, on your timeline, I invite you to open your chalice in your heart and allow yourself to receive these rose codes for you, because you deserve this love. You deserve to be divinely guided. You deserve to be powerful. You deserve to be enough, to be seen, to be heard, to be felt. Mary Magdalene sees you. She feels you. She cries with you. She weeps with you. To open your heart to receive these rose codes, these love codes, Venetian codes. Opening your heart just to yourself and just to Mary Magdalene. Feel the energies pouring into the heart. Maybe, just maybe, you may be able to feel or hear, sense or see guidance from Mary Magdalene coming through of what you truly need in your heart right now. If that is support, allow this liquid love to come in. If that's guidance, allowing the mind to just wash away and allowing yourself to be. Allowing these energies to come through. They're real and they're strong. Just feel that now, my sisters. Feel that now. Noticing your mind, what's coming up. If your mind is interfering with this transmission of you receiving, that's an initiation in itself. Just try with all your heart to release as much as you can. The mind trying to control everything. Allow yourself to drop into the heart. The first part of embodiment is for women to open our hearts. Open to love. Love of self. A full acceptance and compassion and grace for ourselves. Place your hands on your heart, sister, and drink all that up in your heart. There's a longing and there's a void in your heart. I want you to touch it. I want you to reach in with your hands or your energy and to be able to touch that void, that aching pain. And maybe it'll never ever be healed. Maybe it will be touched, and maybe there's always a longing and a searching. And sometimes that's okay. Sometimes that is okay. But we want to come to a place of acceptance within our heart, within our space. And the healing, the true healing really, really, really begins when we open up to the depths of our soul. When we open up to all the pains, when we open up to all the joy, when we open up to life's misfortunes that happen to us, or the ecstatic bliss that's happening, when we open this portal within us, when we drop into these voids in our hearts and open and expand in these spaces. And this is what the way of Mary Magdalene is all about. This is the way. Because we know, as being human, we are going through initiations. We go through these on a daily, on an hourly practice. We go through these initiations. And Mary Magdalene teaches us to go in, to drop in and still show up in the way of love. And this is what she's all about. And for my dear sisters, we know this with Mary Magdalene in her beautiful story with Yeshua. We know this in her initiations. I mean, she was a priestess to the goddess Isis. She was a priestess to the goddess Isis, and she trained in the ancient Egyptian mystery school teachings alongside her twin flame, her counterpart, Yeshua. They both were taught the ancient ways, and she was a sacred sexual priestess of Isis. That means that she was taught the ancient ways of the ancient lineage. And if you know about goddess Isis, you know that when you start to invoke her and start to work with her, she's the goddess of love, but also too the goddess of love of self. And that is the first stage of the initiation of goddess Isis. But when you're working with goddess Isis, you start to drop into the feminine, and the feminine codings drop deep into the wisdom of the womb. This is where all the ancient codings are, in the womb. And it's very important to unlock these portals here in this space. And as an initiate or a priestess of Isis, Mary Magdalene was taught all the codings, all the rituals, all the ceremonies to become this sacred sexual priestess. She knew how to understand her most potent life force, so that sexual creative life force. She knew what to do, and she actually trained Yeshua. We see in the scriptures, we see in the Bible, we see that she was a shadow part of Yeshua, and it's only just come out recently that she actually was acknowledged for being a part of the disciples of Yeshua. She actually was such a big component of Yeshua's initiation, his embalming, his Christ consciousness activation, because she actually taught him and held the light for him to walk through the path. And this is what the priestesses are all about. The Magdalenes, the priestesses of Isis, was to be able to drop into embodiment, drop into the void, to be able to drop into this space, then to be able to rise up and then to initiate, especially initiate our men. And we see this in modern times right now. This was the ancient lineage. And we see this repeating again, because the patriarchal is crumbling and the matriarchal is coming up to balance in with the patriarchal. We see this, and of course we're seeing this so much right now. That's why all of our sisters are rising so much more. But to be able to truly teach our men in our world was to be able to go through the void first. And we see this in the ancient ways of the Venetian journey of the ascending and the descending of the Venetian codes, or Venus rising and descending. And Mary Magdalene and Isis are associated with this path, or the Venus path. The Venus path is being able to go down the 7 gateways to descend into the void, to descend into the valley of the shadow of death of yourself, where all our conditions, the shadows, the subconscious, the psyche, every part of us that's, 70% of our full potential lies in here. And we know this, and to drop deeper into this part, and then to be able to ascend back up. This is the way of the Venetian priestess, the ways of Isis, the way of Mary Magdalene. And you would have heard, if you haven't, I'll tell you the beautiful story. Mary Magdalene, apparently, of course, in the patriarchal back then, in her times, where men ruled, she was deemed that she had 7 demons inside her. And it was the first time she met Yeshua was when he was doing a ritual on her to cast out these 7 demons. But actually, that is actually not true at all. What actually happened was she was doing the initiation of the 7 demons, or the 7 chakras, or the Venetian code, ritual and rites of passage. She knew this ancient lineage, and she actually taught Yeshua as well. So it is so much misinformation about Mary Magdalene. And I got this initiation. I didn't know about this initiation until after it happened to me. I was in Egypt, and I was a devoted priestess to Isis, and I went to her temple, and I was leading a group, and I was, at the time, I'm a clairvoyant, and at the time I really wanted, I was in my 20s, late 20s, I really wanted my intuition to be even stronger. Of course, it's a rookie thing to do, I guess, when you're on the path and you want, your third eye to be so strong. Be careful what you wish for, because as I wished for that, I could see everything. I was reading the hieroglyphs on the wall. I was seeing in holographic form priestesses birthing in the waters. I was seeing rituals before my eyes in these temples, seeing so much, and I was just channeling and scribing all the way through. By the time I finished everything in the group, we finished at this little restaurant at the temple. And we all gathered, and I looked at one woman, and she was talking, but I could see this man behind her that I never seen before. I thought, that's really strange. And as she was talking, he was just standing there, really smiling, enjoying what she was saying. And I looked around to see if the group could see him, and no one could see him. And I realized that, I've always been a medium, and I could feel and hear spirit. But this time I could see spirit. In holographic form, I was literally seeing spirit, the dead. And I just was taken back. So by the time we got on our little bus to go back to our cruise ship, I was floored. And there was no veil between anything. Everything was open. I could hear people's thoughts. I could feel people, to the point where there was no veil. All atoms were all joined, and we were all mixed. And I was seeing too much. It's good to see, but when you see too much, it can be way too much for the psyche. So I was in the bus, I was protecting, going, hoo, 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 and I could see, and there was no veil between light and dark either. I could see everything, the light, the dark, the evil, the good, the bad, everything. So by the time we got to the cruise ship, I ran to my room, petrified, didn't know what was going on. Then I dove into my bed, jumped in, And that was it. I was in spiritual agony. I was rolling around the bed like a heroin addict, like just, how can I say, my body was twisted and morphed. It was a spiritual agony. And I felt Isis coming through, and it took about 3 hours lying on my bed for this initiation to happen, and every single chakra she went down. And so the initiations was, for instance, going to my heart, do you love yourself? And of course I'm going, of course I do, Isis. She goes, no. Do you love yourself? And then I'm like, yes. And she looks straight through me as if she knew me more than I knew myself. She goes, no. And then she showed me all these little things in my life, and it was just full alignment. And another initiation was, if you're not going to do the work as the priestess that you promised, then we're going to take you out and put another priestess into my body. And I was screaming, going, no, I promise I'll do the work. I promise. This was happening all the way through. So by the time she got to my base chakra, I thought she was going to rip me open. I felt like I was about to birth something. Birth a whole universe. That's what it felt like. And I thought she was going to crack me open. And I screamed with a hollow of, please, be gentle. And then it dropped in, and I dropped in and birthed this energy within me. I dropped into my void. I dropped into the charge of the goddess. And so these are the initiation rites. These are the strong rites of passage of Isis and the Magdalens. This is what she taught, and ripping open these channels is also working with the Kundalini, working with your sexual, energetic, creative life force, dropping in. So she taught this. Mary Magdalene taught this. She taught this to Yeshua. She taught this to many people. She was a powerful woman of a healer of the sexual arts. She knew she married her sexuality with her heart, with her spirit, and used this. And we see her story, we see her embodiment, her story of pain and suffering, of seeing her beloved up, nailed on a cross, dying before her eyes, being completely tortured. And there was nothing she could do. You couldn't even imagine the pain she went through. And instead of going through, a killing spree, or going through getting back at people, she dropped to her knees and wept for the pains of human, and gave compassion and grace, and still gave love. This is the way of the Magdalens. And this is a beautiful story, because this is something that you can take into your own life, with giving compassion and grace and understanding to those around you as well, especially your own. It is being able to come into dropping the swords now. And God knows we need it right now, especially with what's going on in the world, with the wars and everything like that. We know that we need to, sisters, stand and activate this portal of the heart. We are coming into such powerful times, and the old paradigms are breaking and shifting, and all we can do as priestesses is hold this light and anchor this light, not allow the fear to come in and interfere with this rose code frequencies of the feminine essence. I want you to feel that within you and feel the energies. So with Mary Magdalene, she was that sexual serpent priestess. She knew how to activate the womb, the yoni. She knew the temple arts. She knew how to transmute this sexual energy into a higher consciousness. She knew the embodiment and the importance of embodying and feeling everything as a woman, unlocking all the portals, bringing this sexual energy in to heal all these portals within, unlocking any suppression, sadness, grief, opening up the channels, or just accepting everything and opening them up to the higher divine parts of her, that goddess within. This is the way, the sexual serpent priestess way. This is the ancient templates. And now, as I was talking, we come to this space in time right now as modern priestesses. That we're given and remembering these ancient codings now to bring them through into a new age. Because of course, I mean, we look at the priestesses of Isis way back from Atlantean, Lemurian, way back from the dawn of time. And so the priestesses had a different mission, a different way. And then throughout the ages, moving into the dark ages as well, as we're moving into that, Mary Magdalene came through, and with her codings. So we look at the priestesses of the old as the Old Testament, like the Bible. And we look at Mary Magdalene as the New Testament or the New Bible. So we still have the ancient teachings, but just bringing them through in a new way because of the times and where we are in our timeline in Earth. And us priestesses, we've all been assigned around the world. There's not many of us. I mean, there's thousands and thousands, but when you look at it, we're here to do the work, my beautiful sisters, here right now. And we're bringing these ancient templates through into our new modern world and what is happening now. And we are at that pivotal point, like I said. For Mary Magdalene, it was diving into the patriarchal. We have come up now and we are rising. The patriarchal and the matriarchal are coming together to balance, not to dominate one or the other, but to bring justice, to bring that universal law of balance, or the way of the goddess Mati, to bring the balance, to be able to work with each other. So you'll feel as well this shift, especially on the priestess path of goddess Isis and of the Magdalenes, the Venetian priestesses. All of them are all one, but different schools, different timelines. But with Isis, she taught all. And with this, you are going to feel your initiations, your first rite of initiations will be your sexual shadows, allowing yourself to release sexual shame, guilt, liberation, sexual liberation. Because when we drop into embodiment, we have to drop into our authentic blueprint of who we are, which is that Kundalini rising coming through us. It is our spirit. It is our heart and soul, our inner goddess, and merging this energy with the ancient energies. So our first rite of passage is dropping into sexual liberation, our freedom, our power, and sitting in that. We know this with the patriarchal, and when I say patriarchal, it's not a feminist term either. It's the patriarchal that's against the men and women. The patriarchal that stripped us bare of our sexuality. Well, we see this in religion now. I mean, we see nuns. No way do they have sex, and we see the martyrs, and we see women being stripped if she's too overly sexual. But we also see as well, women being overly sexualized in the media, because it's the way the patriarchal wants to control the woman, and she's controlled in a way of what they want us to be. And if, heaven forbid, if she was sexually liberated in her full authentic truth, then it's too powerful for them to control. So they suppress us. And this is what's happening now. We're all awakening, and you see so much now. Women are sexually being liberated. We are so drawn to the sexual arts, the sacred whore, the sacred prostitution, the sacred slut. We're bringing this energy through us and liberating ourselves, bringing in confidence. Loving our bodies again, loving our power, loving who we are. So this is the first initiation to break the chain. And you will not only do this with yourself, you will not only do this for yourself, but you will start to edge away at the pains of being a woman and the suppression, and releasing the hate of men, or the hate of the patriarchal, and what it's done in your lifetime right now, in this lifetime. But then once you heal that, you will go into a healing of healing the collective consciousness of all women, of all ages, of all timelines, of all past lives, and shifting that energy through your whole body. And this is the initiation right now, because this is the darkness we are faced with as women, and we use discernment, we use love. It's the biggest thing that kills the darkness. And I don't mean the void either, I mean darker energies at play, is love. It's compassion. It's the way of the rose. And she knew this, and this is what we're bringing forward now to our world. So one question for you all to ponder is, how can I show up more for myself in the ways of love, in vulnerability, and to show up in power, and not dim your light, not hide in isolation, but to really show and stand behind and stand for this ancient power as a priestess that we all are in. We're all are, everybody that's listening to this transmission, and all the sisters and 200 sisters that will be listening to this replay, we are doing this work right now. This is the initiations that we're faced with. How to drop our swords, and to love our men back. It's the sexual serpent priestesses, or the Tantrika priestesses. We are the ones that initiate the men, just like Mary Magdalene. She was trained in the arts of the Tantric sexual priestess. Us, we are the ones that do train our men. Let's all take a deep breath in, sisters. Let's breathe in, breathing in. And releasing. And breathing in. And releasing. So I invite you, sisters, now just to close your eyes. I would like you to feel Mary Magdalene with you. On this very day, on this sacred day, I invite you to bring her into your world. Maybe start to work with her. You may like to set up a little altar in your house. Maybe cutting a beautiful red rose from your garden, or having a beautiful picture on your altar of Mary Magdalene, and every day just feeling her frequencies, her energies, her power, her love, the compassion, the grace, the vulnerability, and the power of the heart, the power of the feminine, the Venetian rose code, love code frequencies. And Mary Magdalene knew this. She knew all the secrets. She was the biggest woman or advocate for goddess Isis, and she worked with sex magic. She worked the alchemies, the magic of Isis. So closing your eyes, sisters, I want you to feel Mary Magdalene in your heart right now. Allow her to pour the alchemy of love into your heart, filling your void, the aches, the longings. The frozen heart, the cracked, shattered pieces of the heart. Allowing this alchemy to come in and re-glue, to remake and rebuild, renew your heart, your love. And we're all doing this, sisters. A priestess, yes, it is painful, a painful path, but it's also one of absolute magic. And I wouldn't have any other life but, and we choose, as Tantrika priestesses, we choose the hard path. But we're not going to choose a soft, easy life either. We choose this life. We are all warriors of the heart, of love. So I want you to feel into your heart, and what is it that you long for right now in your heart that you would like to start to work with Mary Magdalene? Is it your relationship, a soulmate? Is it more your mission, your path? Strengthening that path, that spiritual mission of yours. Being a leader in this field with the feminine rising, because most of you are already doing this. Maybe it's giving you more confidence. Allowing Mary Magdalene to come in, to know that you are not broken, You are whole. Even though as much pain and as much suffering and whatever's happened in your past, it's all meant to be for this catalyst right now, for you. In this timeline right now, if you feel what's going on in the earth and the crumbling right now, don't crumble, sisters. Stand tall and feel this energy. Feel Mary Magdalene with you. Feel her with you. Yes. And I too, as the priestess, I go through hell initiations, ripping me open. I'm not going to lie. No one is enlightened. Oh, maybe now and then you can have glimpses of enlightenment, but that's not what being human is. It's about being able to enjoy being human, or being accepting of everything that you are, and I'm still learning the art of it. But thank God I've got the goddess Mary Magdalene on my side, and I really tune in to this. Not only that, I feel the goddess within me, and I'm still going into the pains of initiation of what it means to be a woman in this world, and also feeling the ecstasy of what it means to be a woman in this world, and being able to try to bring some type of equilibrium into that, and weaving the magic in that. So feeling in, my sisters, this little magic, we're going to do a little bit of a witchy poo energy here, feeling the energies in your heart of what you truly, truly want. Mary Magdalene and Isis are already feeling you now. When it's aligned to source and aligned to you, you will know, you will drop in. Just allow, it doesn't come from the mind of what you wish and what you want, but you'll feel it in your heart of what you need. Open that up now. Maybe you feel a surrender to something. Maybe you are expecting something. Maybe it's going to happen a different type of way. Dropping the expectations of the outcome and just coming into what you want, what you need. Feeling Mary Magdalene holding you as you call on this and go through your path gracefully in this essence of love, this essence, the flowering within. Allow her to just drop a little elixir into the heart, or magic drop into the heart. Just see, feel and imagine her dropping into your heart the magic here now. This gold elixir. Bring this energy now down from the heart, down to the belly center, and dropping into your womb. Drop the energy into the womb right now. Allow this elixir to swirl and go all the way around your whole womb. Feeling the electricity and the tingling, the walls of your uterus. Healing your ovaries, your fallopian tubes, all your womb, your yoni, allowing your yoni to start to flower, blossom. Allow your whole womb to become the rose, your cervix to soften. If you feel you need, bring Mary Magdalene into your womb now. healing, to connect into her, your womb, your yoni, your cosmic gate. Allowing this light and the ancient codings of Isis to get rid of any implants, DNA, old DNA, worn out DNA, karmic ties, implants, chips, stagnated energy. Allow this white light to release this energy now so you're free of chains. Beautiful sisters, it is already done. It is already done. One sister, I can feel you. Cut the cords. Allow the sword of Isis to come down and cut that cord now. Your womb, there is no power in that cord anymore. Release it, release it, release it. Let it go back to where it came. Beautiful, release. You are not a slave. We are not slaves anymore. We are not slaves to the patriarchal. We have always been free women, free goddesses, free priestesses, witches. That's why they burnt us. Bring this beautiful energy now down your cervix, your yoni. Allow it to drip down your yoni, your womb, pleasure and love. Feel this cord from your yoni down, connecting you down to the rivers, the essence of Mother Earth, the nature. Ground it in, sisters, to the remembering of where we came and the remembering of why we're here in the first place, the protectors of the mother, the keepers of the earth. Ground yourself into this essence, to this energy. Releasing old templates, old karmic ties, releasing anything that binds us, allowing us to come into full liberation and freedom. Ground the energy in, sisters. Allow the energies of Goddess Isis to come through and clear your channels. And Mary Magdalene at the portal gates of your 7 chakras, especially your heart and your womb. Let's all take a deep breath in, sisters. And releasing. And breathing in. And releasing. Sisters, I want you to never forget your ancient lineage. Whatever you're going through right now, maybe you feel stuck. Maybe it's hard for you to move forward, or you don't know the way. Call on Mary Magdalene to help you through these times. We need you, sisters. We need priestesses to stand and to be this anchor of light, this anchor of embodiment as well, the void. We need strong sisters that have done the work. And for those that are doing the work, keep calling in Mary Magdalene to protect you on your mission. So, my sisters, blessings. We release all energies now. We release Mary Magdalene, Yeshua. We release We release Isis and Osiris for all that is in the realms of your eternal magic. We thank you and bid you farewell, just releasing all the energies, releasing the void, the gatekeepers of the void, Mother Air, Father Fire, Mother Water, Mother Earth, and just releasing the energies. And if Mary Magdalene, as you've released her, she wants to stay around you, allow her to do so. If you feel like you want to channel, you want to write things down, stay connected to her and stay connected to me. We have the Priestess of Isis 4-month initiation coming up on the 30th of June for those that are really called to go into their priestess path even stronger with full liberation. We go straight into all shadows and shadow work, sacred sexuality, Tantra for women, sex magic, witchcraft, understanding the feminine and the dark feminine and everything, all this yummy, yummy things. So if you're interested, stay connected. And also too, we have the Mary Magdalene retreat in September. So for those that are being called to come to France, south of France, and to go on a sacred pilgrimage at the heart of her Yoni cave, where she spent her last 30 years healing people and living in south of France. We'll be there for 1 week, doing sacred rituals and ceremonies in honor to Mary Magdalene. And my God, you can feel her. For those that have already been there, you will know and you'll understand. I'm getting goosebumps. You will feel her. So for those that have been called, we still have some places left. So connecting with me. I would love to connect in and hear from you all. So blessings, my sisters. I'm seeing some old familiar faces that I love so much. Love you all. Love you all. And yeah, stay connected with me. Feel this energy. Keep Mary Magdalene and Isis, and you keep the goddess by your side to show you the way, and the way of the heart, to open up. And there's a part of us that needs to lay down the sword. Not always. Be forgiving more for ourselves. But to find joy back in life, and that is through the heart, through your eros, through your sensuality, your sexuality. Blessings, my sisters. I love you all. And I really hope to see you soon. I'll be in Europe. In July. So for my sisters in Europe, I would love to see you. And for those that are also coming to France, and who might be coming to Thailand, or might be doing Priestess of Isis, or maybe you just want to come and message me, let's stay connected.